Welcome back. This is Raven from Raven Hecka. Today's topic is candles. Maybe I'll call the Candles 101. I just want to give you guys some of the knowledge that I have gained over the years of using candles. I've been heavy on candles probably for the last 15 years. I just love to burn them. I got really introduced to them with a friend girl who sell party light candles. And so I just have always loved just burning those candles. I just love the way they would burn. But what I have noticed is that a lot of those candles were fragrance loaded and they would start giving me headaches. You know, they just would wreak havoc on your immune system. So I went to look for something that's better, right? But here we go. So let's talk about it. First things first, let's give the warnings. As you guys all know, you don't burn near windows, curtains, bedding, anything like that. You should be burning candles. They shouldn't be in an overly windy place for the flame to lift and lick something. And then it's fire. So we're not trying to do that, right? We're not trying to have a fire. But kids, children, I shouldn't say kids. I think that's, I don't know, I try to stop myself from doing that. Children, pets, we should be aware of them as well when we're using our candles and where. Also, you should be aware of the fragrance you're using in those candles, because just as those fragrance scents can affect you, they can also affect your pets, okay? Trim your wick. Trim your wick. No one trims their wick. It's on all the containers. It says, please trim your wick. Trim your wick. It's the reason why you need to trim your wick. One, you're not trying to have a high flame, so something can catch on fire, glass can break because of the heating of the glass. You just want to do those things, okay? You don't want that to happen. So just trim your wick to about 1/4 of an inch. It's enough. Trust me when I tell you. I do it all the time on my candles, whether I'm loading them for a working or whatever. It will still burn right, clean, down, and nice. Especially if you're using a candle that's not in a container. There you go. You don't want all that soot to the top. That means, especially on a lot of these candles that are in jars, again, that's petroleum based. That's gas. So you don't want to heat gas up like that with a big flame. Okay? That's how your glass crack a lot. Because it's petroleum based. A lot of people don't know that. That's petroleum. You're burning petroleum in your house. Right? So you have to be careful. You want it well ventilated for 2 reasons. Again, the petroleum and the tin that a lot of these cheap candles utilize inside of the wick. Very important. So make sure your area is well ventilated when you're using those candles. Okay. Paraffin wax is a low-cost wax. They are great for pushing out a fragrance scent. So that's why you find a lot of candles that are made of paraffin, you know, with all of these, you know, scents, you know, cookies and cream, you know, which is a fragrance. Okay. There's no oil called cookies or cream. That's a fragrance. Okay. Or Christmas. I don't know. So that's why a lot of the low-cost candles are made of paraffin wax. For that reason, they're low cost. You can put a fragrance load in there and to carry. Everybody's a happy camper, right? Again, please be aware of what the candle you're burning is. Always read the instructions. They all should come with instructions on how to burn said candle. Okay. Unless I don't see. Well, yeah. Even the wrapping on a pillar should still kind of tell you how to burn said candle. All right. What's next? Soy. So a lot of my products, my candles are soy. I like soy because it's a clean burn. It's a nicer looking candle. You can tell the difference between, even when it has color, you can tell the difference of a soy versus a paraffin. Paraffin sometimes with color just look cheap. Soy looks a little better, looks a little bit more refined. Okay, just a nicer looking candle. They are softer than a paraffin candle because they are made from soybean. So they're made from soybean. But it's healthier for you because they burn cleaner. Now, when you get these candles from certain places, I'm just not going to name bash. I can't. But when you see it says soy candle on the front, essential oil on the front, and they say lemon verbena or whatever it says on the front, eucalyptus, mint, peppermint, I don't care what it is. When you flip it on the bottom where it has the true ingredients, because they have to label it that way by law, you'll see that it says a soy blend and a essential oil fragrance. So there's a difference. You need alcohol to push a fragrance, and a lot of fragrance is alcohol. That brings me to a point. So that's why I refuse to